Hello, my loves, and welcome to your morning creative storytelling. If you'd like your own personal creative storytelling, feel free to go to jennifermorningstar.me. If you'd also like more content, feel free to check out my other channels, Jennifer Morningstar, along with Jennifer Morningstar Tarot. With that said, let's get on with it. What do we have going on? What story do we have today? Strength. This feels, I'm literally hearing that song, Jesus Take the Wheel. This feels like we could have a character, could be a feminine, who is within, they're embracing their feminine energy. This is someone who is, with that strength card, I'm getting an energy of content, in the energy of knowing that, all things in due time. There's no need. It's almost like confident in an inner sense of knowing that all things will come within divine timing. I'm drawn to divine timing with the angel wings. Makes me feel like temperance. This could be something in regards to a career aspect, or just something that it's giving with the Eight of Pentacles. Is I know I'm doing my part, so I'm confident in knowing as long as I keep doing my part, all things in a matter of time, whenever it's meant to be. This is just someone who's confident in that sense of inner knowing that, all they have to do, they don't have to do any form of weird tactics to try to force a situation or try to get a desired result. They know that as long as they just keep doing what they need to do, focusing on their part, where their energy is best guided to, that's what's going to pull in whatever. It's like a sure thing type of energy. The World card to the Seven of Cups. I feel like we have someone who's breaking a cycle, learning to go with the flow, embracing the unknown. And that's what's going to bring in the desire. So someone knows that something is only inevitable. It's going to come in when it's meant to, but they know that they have it in the bag. Could be something in regards to a form of career. Doesn't have to be, but it can be something where they know that they already have this win. Let's just put it like that. Six of Wands. It could be success, recognition, but it feels like just knowing that they have a win in the bag, right? That confidence, Leo energy heavily emphasized with that strength card here to the Six of Wands, both cards of Leo along with Jupiter. Eight of Pentacles, Seven of Cups to the World card. So someone is inadvertently closing a cycle. They know that they've got this. Nine of Cups under the deck. They know that they have something in the bag. So therefore, there is no need to go to extremes or, it's just trusting the process. So we have someone who is trusting the process in regards to some form of win in their life, one where there could be some form of opportunities that open up, that present themselves. This could even be worldly recognition, the World card to the Six of Wands, opportunities opening up, especially when it comes to matters of the career. Eight of Pentacles doesn't have to be, but this could be someone who they are trusting the process, doing something that they love. It could be something creative. This could be someone who is I don't know why I want to say Etsy. Someone could be starting an Etsy or something where it's like someone could be an artist, right? And something about their art or the way that they do things, it brings things to life, right? You see that fox literally coming out of the canvas, things coming to life. So it's like the work speaks for itself. If this is in regards to a career aspect, this is someone who knows that the work speaks for itself, right? They don't have to, resort to low blows or gimmicky tactics, or if this is in regards to a work dynamic, they don't have to be like the other competitors. A World card under the deck yet again. All right, tell me more about the Strength card. It's a form of resilience within oneself as well. Someone is learning to trust the process, do what they love, as long as they keep making the effort, doing their part. Eight of Swords. Think about it. Eight, by the way, you can, because Eight of Swords is always a choice, and this is someone who sits content within their own energy, Oh, wait a minute. I just realized 888 because the strength card is a card of 8 too. So it's almost like you know something's meant for you. So why am I going to sweat it? Why am I going to second guess it? Why would I choose to put myself into some form of mental prison, right? When I know that I've got this, it's like, you know what? I'm hearing that song. That's why I'm easy like Sunday. It's like an easy breezy type of energy. It's like, why would I look, if my mind wants to take me to a place where I'm going to second guess it, we're not even going to do that because why would I? I already know that I got this. All I have to do is make sure I show up every day. I do what I need to do, and bing, bam, boom. That's what makes it happen. It's trusting the process. Someone is, they're they're rewriting their own personal code. If this is someone who had a tendency to get stuck in their head or overthink things, they are freeing themselves of the internal chains that bind. This is someone who's got their mind in check when it comes to their life, their manifestations. This is someone who is not one to allow their mind to be taken to a place to second guess and negate what it is that they know within their core, within their self. It's like someone who has an inner knowing. They know that this is for them. They know that this will, this is, they just know. It's an internal knowing. Yeah, see, look. Nine of Pentacles, King of Wands. Yeah, very heavy Leo energy. Someone could have strong Leo in their chart, could be a Leo. This is someone who's very confident within themselves. Who knows? Why am I going to look? I could either choose to be in my head and, or I could just, be confident in knowing that, I got this. 9-9, by the way, 9 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles. Someone who knows that they've got something in the bag. But this is also someone, they are becoming the master of their mind, getting their mind in check. So they're not allowing their mind to negate what it is that they know. Tell me more about this 8 of Pentacles. Like case in point, let's just say if this were in regards to a work dynamic, which it feels it could be in regards to something, whether it's a work dynamic or, something of a creative nature in a sense, right? Someone could be wanting to feeling drawn to, where it's like people will be naysayers and say, oh, you can never make it in this or you can never do that, whether that's, you want to be an artist, you want to be a photographer, you want to be a painter, no one's going to do this or no one's going to buy that. And it's like, all I know is if I just keep showing up and doing what I love, it's going to open up opportunities. It's like someone who they know something that's for them, a certain path in regards to a form of dream or something, or a career field. Tell me about this 8 of Pentacles. I'm hearing floodgates. Tell me about the 8 of Pentacles. Now I'm hearing Kelly Clarkson, a moment like this. So we have someone who has known failure, who has known disappointment in the past, but at the same token, they're not one to give up. This is someone who has known failure, and if this is in regards to like a career aspect, well, that's the number one key to success. Anyone who is successful, they have had to known failure in their life because you have to know what doesn't work in order to fine tune the recipe and find what does work. You see this 3 of Wands, you see the volcano, right? With that 9 of Wands, it's like, you know what? It's anything, any failure, any disappointment, that was just fuel to the fire to add towards. All right, well, now we're going to do this or we're going to do this way, right? Taking that sense of initiative on how to redirect and how to regroup. This does feel like a story of someone going after their dreams or, a goal in regards to a career aspect is what this feels like. Someone who is literally climbing their way towards success in their life. And they know that something, it's like when you know that there's something for you, you know that this is your path. You just don't know quite exactly how the route to get to the destination, right? It's like you're on a road and you know where the destination, where you're going to end up, right? But you don't quite know the sense of direction because let's say the GPS is faulty, right? Because everyone runs off of GPS anymore. People don't know a map to save their lives unless if it's on, like an iPhone or some shit. But that's what it's given. Like, say GPS cancels out and closes out, and then you lose all signal, and now you're having to wing it, right? So they're kind of figuring out the path as they go. But inadvertently, it's like as long as they know that they keep showing up, they keep doing this thing, it's going to reap a form of reward for themselves. Give me one more on those cards. Sorry if I sound sniffly, I'm still sick. I'm not gonna lie, I crashed out early as fuck yesterday. It was still daytime, and I didn't wake up until like a couple hours ago. It's almost 5 o'clock now in the morning. And when I woke up, I think it was like 2 something, 3. So, yeah. Good thing it's summer vacation for my boys. I'm gonna end up on their schedule. All right. Look at that. Judgment. This is someone who chooses to get up and go again. Judgment. This is someone who chooses a sense of direction, a sense of path, who chooses to show up every day for themselves, regardless of what they're showing up for. This is someone who chooses every day to show up for themselves because they know that this is the path for them. Yeah, see, look, the Emperor showed itself again. I love it. So there's a sense of determination and a sense of inner knowing. It's not even a sense of trying to force something to happen in their life. It's like, as long as I know that I get up and I show up and I keep going, I don't give up on this, because I know that this there's something along this path, or there's something at the end of this road, right? They know that they're on the right path. They just, they're trying to, think about it, if you're on a really long, let's say like a cross country road trip. I'm literally hearing that song, Holiday Road, okay? But it's like the car's going to have problems across the way, right? Especially, say you got an old car. So it's like you're going to have hiccups and things along the way. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how long it takes. What matters is you make it to the destination in the time you're always meant to, right? Because sometimes it's not about the destination, it's about the journey that gets you there. And there's something about this journey where it's not about the destination, it's about that sense of determination, that unwillingness to give up, that continuing to show up for oneself and continue to push through regardless of anything, and not second guess or negate, and not choose to, woe was me, let me play the victim, let me martyr myself, this didn't go my way. No, if anything, we take the situation and we use it as fuel to the fire, right? To push us even further. Well, now I know, So there's a sense of, it's trusting the process. That might be what I name this, trusting the process. Tell me about this World card. Ace of Wands. This is someone's following their own form of path. It's like a creative desire, creative outlet, something that they feel, they just know it's meant for them. And the Emperor again, Death, Two of Swords, Two of Pentacles. What's that from the Matrix? Why, Mr. Anderson? Why do you do it? Why do you continue to get up? And he's like, because I choose to. So there could be naysayers and people. There could be people watching this Leo. I don't know why I said Leo. This could be a Leo, or someone could have Leo in their chart. Strong Leo energy, and that Ace of Wands just kind of really made me feel like Leo. It's a creative story anyway, so it don't matter. But or someone could have Leo North Node. I'm drawn to North Node with that Ace of Wands for some reason. It's like someone who's choosing to take their path, their destined path, right? But this is someone going for the gold, and there could be people, naysayers, who second guess or question, why do you choose to do it? It's like, because I just know it's for me. Now, ultimately, I feel like there's a sense of, it becomes a bit more easier for this person, right? Our character, they know there's just a sense of knowing, and it's a sense of excitement with that Ace of Wands, right? It's like the spark, the fire that is lit within, right? I mean, even look at this King of Wands energy. He is literally enamored in a crown of flame, right? They've learned to fine tune it all. With that Two of Pentacles to the Two of Swords to the Death card, this is someone who's learned to adapt and adjust easily. The Emperor, this is someone who is, think of the Emperor, that's entrepreneurial type energy, that's the go-getter, that's that boss type vibe, that's someone who they make power moves, but the moves that they make are powerful in and of themselves, and those moves that they make also make them they're important moves. This is someone who's not willing to settle for mediocre. They know that they're meant for more than a mediocre life, right? They know that they're meant for more. Hence, they are learning and they're getting better at it. They're getting better at what they do. They're getting better at figuring out what works, what doesn't work. Think of like with that Two of Pentacles to the Two of Swords. This is cutting things out that don't work. Think something doesn't work. All right, so we got to switch that. We got to take that out. We got to do. Think of someone's like making something or creating something to launch or a recipe. You have to figure out what doesn't work in order to figure out what does work. Or think of like think about like with movies, right? They have test screens to see which versions go better with things, and they go with the one that's the lesser of the two, right? Or that's that reaps better reward with the audience, right? It's like that. It's someone who they're becoming more adaptable to change. They're quick to embrace change, and they don't second guess. If something doesn't work, then guess what? All right, well then we're gonna take that out. We're gonna do this, and we're gonna do that. Now it's like executive moves, right? Death card to the Emperor, Two of Swords, Two of Pentacles. But again, that's what gets them what they want. Someone's on the road to success. Now, Seven of Cups. Why the Seven of Cups? For me to say Seven of Pentacles, this could be something that's in the long time coming. Think about it with the Emperor type energy. Emperors are usually older type energies. Male or female, doesn't matter. It's just that masculine energy within. We all have duality, right? But at the same token, it takes years. It takes life experience to get to a point. Queen of Cups. Wow. This is like opportunities opening up by doing what someone loves and what someone feels is true to them, right? Nurturing this thing, nurturing this goal, this ambition. Tell me more about this. Six of Pentacles. Oh, I'm sorry, Five of Pentacles. King of Cups, the Hermit, the Hangman. So this is... This is someone who learns to make many sacrifices. This is someone who's made much sacrifice and continues to do so, but at the same token, they know what the sacrifice is for. There's a form of reward to be had, but no sacrifice is in vain. This is also seeing why certain things have to pan out the way that they do. This is also seeing, if there's holdbacks or setbacks, things that we need to let go, things that we need to sacrifice. They're able to do such. There, I'm feeling it very strongly, so I have to say it. There could even be something in regards to, this person may have even had to sacrifice where it's connections in and of itself. Like, say, if there were connections where, what's that? Roxette, listen to your heart. I don't know where I'm going, and I don't know why, but listen to your heart. This is like someone who's listening to their heart, right? They're doing what they feel inclined to do. They know that they're meant for more. Like, I'm hearing that song, Just a Small Town Girl. Think of like someone who lives in a small town, right? Most people who stay in a small town, and it's like, their whole lineage stays within that town, right? But someone knows that they're meant for more, right? So they know that they have to branch out, they have to go abroad, or, go outside of the nest with that world card. They're meant for more, so they're going to have to leave their hometown. This could be, leaving leaving a town, leaving people behind to go on this journey. If someone feels like, they're meant to, I'm meant to go, I'm here in Hollywood. I'm meant to go to Hollywood. I know I'm going to be a big star one day, it's given that. But it's like, the sacrifices were not in vain. So someone is going to see whatever sacrifices that they've had to make, including when it comes to, perhaps leaving things behind, could even be people. This is like saying goodbye to an old version of oneself also. It's not all in vain, because had they not taken the chance, taken the risk, and gone after this form of pursuit that they know was for them, these opportunities, these things would not be happening for them. So I'm hearing it again, a moment like this, Kelly Clarkson. So it feels like there's going to be things opening up, right? And there's a sense of knowing that, not everything was in vain. Just because had you not taken the risk, taken the chance, and made the sacrifice, right? Whether that's leaving people or connections or a place behind you, right? Or this could even be, leaving the nest, leaving the place that you've known, your safety, your security, all your life, right? Had you not taken the chance, taken the risk to go in this direction, none of this would even be possible. Tell me about the Six of Wands. King of Swords. Why does this feel like I'll have my people call your people? Seven of Wands. So whatever they're doing, they make it. They make it to their destination. They make it all right. Six of Wands, Seven of Wands. King of Swords. This is someone, whatever plan that they have to do with this thing, to go on this path, to go on this journey, the road less traveled. Someone's taking the road less traveled. And by taking the road less traveled, it brings them to a destination that is everything they wanted and then some. But they already knew that this was the path that was always meant for them. And they're standing out on top. They're going to make it. I'm literally hearing Mary Tyler Moore intro. You're going to make it after all. So they make it. They make it to the top. This could be them making it to the top in their field, or to the top in making it and making this form of achievement, making it to the destination. But Six of Wands to the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands, it's you've made it to the top, and now you've finally claimed your position, right? And no one can take it from you. Being in a place where naysayers, anyone who second guessed or doubted, it's like, yeah, well, look at me now. Look at me now. Because had I not gone in this direction, had I not gone in this pursuit, had I not done this, I wouldn't be where I'm at. Also, there's a sense of, with that Seven of Wands, overlooking, right? Overlooking where, again, whatever sacrifices had to be made, seeing why, whatever failures, whatever things that someone has subdued, whatever they had to persevere and push through, nothing was in vain. It was all purpose to get to this point. It's all because they chose it. They chose the path less traveled. And because of that, they make it to the destination. And it's everything they wanted and more. Three of Cups, Nine of Cups, the Empress, to the Ace of Wands again. Going after this thing, it's more than they could have ever imagined. I love that, I do. So, with that said, my loves, I'm going to leave that there. That is your story.